This is iLLANOiZE Radio with Biko, iLLANOiZE Jones, and Pretty Riot going down right now.
Make sure to check out the iLList playlist in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
As always, we bring you guys some of the illest artists from around the city and globe. And today we got our homegirl Chanelle Tru in the building. Look, Jones be having the loudest clap.
That's what I'm like, Jones. What Jones?
He be having the loudest clap, but unfortunately he's sick.
So get well.
He probably
get
is
well.
sick. That man hungover.
Hey, you might have a point. You might have a point. Now, Chanelle, I don't know if you know, you were our first artist that we interviewed. You was our first guest on this show.
Okay.
And
it's a reunion.
It is.
Anniversary. It's the reunion.
It's the family reunion.
Hey, ooh.
Introducing.
I forgot you.
Don't tell me you forgot you gonna sing.
Look, it just hits you. It's just the vocals is so
Right in her little
pure.
runs. I'm like, ooh.
Man, we don't have many people come up here and sing besides me. I can't blow like that. I can't blow
Can
like
we get
that.
the interview started? Because when could Biko ever sing?
Anyway, so this is our anniversary, and since then, how has things been for you? Like how has things changed within your career?
Man, excuse me. It's been progressing a lot. I've been doing a lot of different shows. I've won the WGCI Summit. I've been introduced to bigger artists and just networking and flying out to Florida, Miami, and meeting with labels and stuff like that. So it's been doing really good.
Hey, look at you.
Really good.
Yeah. So pretty much what that's all been about within a year?
Within a year, I would say, yeah.
So you see how fast, your life can change within a year?
With hard work, definitely with hard work.
Most definitely.
Hard work.
You definitely work hard.
Thank you.
You definitely work hard. I have to give you your props on that.
You're one of the most hardest where you dancing to the singing to the rapping. You super versatile. You know what I'm saying? And let's actually jump into I know you not recently, but you dropped Self-Made. How do you feel like you've grown since the release of Self-Made? Musically,
I've always been a diverse artist, but I'm always trying to try different stuff with my sound. So I sing and rap and stuff like that. So it's like I try to do crossover music as well, like pop and country. I can't really write a country song, but I'm still learning how to play the guitar, so I'm trying to do different stuff with music, and I'm still finding my sound as well. So just trying to stay creative and make the right songs.
Now, with you just saying like you're a very versatile artist, and you said you're trying to find your sound, do you think your sound is like limited to one sound?
No, it's not limited to one sound, but me having like me being able to sing and rap, it's like I don't think that I know what like my sound. I don't know if I want to be just a singer or a rapper. You feel me? Like I feel like maybe it's just all in one.
I mean,
it works for you.
I was going to say, what do you feel like worked the best for you?
Both.
Yeah.
I can't just do one. Mostly because I started rapping like 5 years ago, and ever since then it grew on me. Like if I don't want to, like say for instance I hear a beat, maybe I don't want to sing on it. I'm gonna try to spit something to it. So
I think that's pretty cool though, because it's not very many female artists out that do that crossover, that do the mix of both and do it well.
Thank you.
I listened to your music, so I listened to your catalog, and I think I was listening to Purge. I think you did a little bit of singing and rapping on there too, or was you just all rapping?
I think I was mostly rapping. Yeah, I was mostly rapping on that one. Yeah.
Well, I was listening to a lot of your music, and I like how it works for you, and I don't really think you should choose.
Right.
Aside. Like I
just
think,
don't want my fans to choose either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because they'll probably get caught up in like, oh, I know her as a singer, I know her as a rapper, but I want them to like both. And I believe they do. I think they do. So
now, how do you go about? Because you've been on a lot of features.
Yeah.
And a lot of your features been spot on.
Hitting.
Thank
So
you.
how do you go about selecting your features?
going to shows and seeing who popping, like who going crazy. A lot of the features I've done just from networking and seeing people perform and like listening to their music and saying like, okay, we could work, definitely could work. So like Apollo, he's known about me for a long time, since I was like probably 17, and I think I've heard a lot about his music, but when he reached out and said he wanted to do a song, I was like, let's get it. We tried one song and it didn't really work out like that, but Undergrad was definitely we brought my birthday in recording that song.
Really?
Yes,
that's dope.
My 21st birthday, so it was lit.
I love that song.
Yeah, I like Undergrad. I personally, I remember when we did our 2019 artist watch list, and I said that specifically about features. Like, I feel like every song that I've heard Chanelle Tru feature on, you down in my favorite part. You make the song pop, and I feel like that's a lot. That's hard to be an artist that can hold your own, but then also come on a feature and add something really special to the song.
I feel like you got to make it fun.
Yeah,
like make the song fun. Make it about the music. Like, don't think too much, and that's what I had a hard time doing. I had a hard time thinking too much when I'm trying to write, but it's like it's the setting. You got to have a vibe when you creating, and I just feel like make it fun. That's
so
the best
what
part.
is your writing process like?
It's numerous of ways. I be home vibing out, like in my little room or whatever, with the lights in the sky, with the like different color lights and stuff. Or I go to the studio and Yayo or somebody will cook up, or somebody basically just send me a beat. I like it better in the studio though, because you get to create and you get to like start from fresh, and he'll start the beat and I just like create.
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's the best part.
Like how you chose your production.
Yeah.
Like
you work with Johnny Yayo a lot.
Yeah.
Is that like your producer?
Your in-house?
Yeah, that's my producer and my manager as well.
Shout out Yayo.
Shout out Johnny Yayo on God. We started working probably back in like 2017, 2016, and I went to his studio, and the first song I ever recorded was this song called Could You Be Real, and ever since then we just started working. It was crazy. Yeah.
Is Could You Be Real still out there, or
it's still out?
Find it?
Yeah, you can find it, but I don't listen to what I got out now.
How do you feel when you hear your old, your older music to your newer music? How does that make you feel?
I can hear that I've grown a lot with my music and my sound. And I feel like me still saying that I haven't found my sound yet is just me trying to stay creative, and like me trying to like figure out if every song I'ma sing and rap on. Like that's the only thing I feel like is missing or whatever. But
okay,
yeah.
So we have a single from you, "Drippin'," with you and Sprado. Now, how did this single come about?
Honestly, it came out of playing around. Like we was kicking it and laughing and joking, and like we was recording ourselves, like freestyling or whatever. And we actually just ended up writing to it, and it came out to be a hit. And that was probably like
I love seeing y'all perform this.
Yeah,
we seen y'all perform this at Sprado Live, and your energy that you two bring on the stage together is just crazy.
Thank you. It's fun. Like, I don't know. I just love performing. I love writing, rapping, all of that. It just, I don't know, it's the best part about doing the music is performing, I would say.
Well, go ahead, introduce your single to the world, and we're going to get right into it.
What's up? This is Chanelle Tru, and this is Drippin' featuring Sprado.
Right here on iLLANOiZE via Logic Radio. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back at you.
Make sure to check out the iLLANOiZE playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show.
Now, you recently said earlier that you linked up with GC. I remember seeing them put it on. I remember you seeing them put it on their IG, your IG. I just saw it pretty much via social media that you won. Can you pretty much jump into that situation with whatever happened with the GCI thing?
Well, when in first place, I was supposed to win a development deal with 300 Entertainment. They never got back to me, so it's pretty much it with that.
And how does that make you feel?
I'm still grinding. I'm not really tripping.
I mean,
the show goes on.
It does.
You feel me? I'm not in a rush to sign to anybody. I'm working. I'm grinding, and I'm gonna build my fan base.
So, what does a development deal supposed to entail? Because I don't really feel like you need.
Well, that's what the offer was for whoever won, but they don't know me as an artist yet. So maybe the deal would change if they would have, you feel me, reached out and actually knew who I was as an artist. But development deal sound to me like probably getting in the studio, recording a single, see how it does, recording a couple songs, see what single to, you know, put out, and market that and see how it does. That's what it sounds like, a development deal.
Because I'm like, you're very developed as an artist. Like,
Thank you.
Obviously, we see a lot of artists come through, and like you said, how performing. I love how every time you perform, I don't think I've ever seen you perform without your dancers. And I love that because I look forward to that because you give us a show, you give us
entertainment,
you give us real entertainment. So how did you,
that's real talent,
like, how did
too.
you come across like you're like getting your group of dancers? Like, was there a point you just like, I need some people up here with me, or is that something you always wanted?
Crazy story. I've went through like 25 dancers.
Yikes!
You had an audition?
No, throughout music, like I've been doing this since I was like 15. So I've been trying to do stuff with different dancers. Some people aren't, you know, determined. Some people aren't committed to what I'm trying to do, and it's understandable because you got your own life. You feel me?
Right.
Like I don't expect you to commit to just being my dancer, especially if you're out there doing your own thing. But I've been through like 25 dancers, and I kid you not, the people that have stuck with me the most, I would say, is Roshi, Raven, Courtney, Tiara, and Yolanda are the only people that has ever stuck with me throughout doing shows and being consistent with showing up to practices. And I like to practice, you feel me, like a lot. Like I want performances to be perfect, and if it's not, I'm gonna feel like I ain't do my job right. You feel me? The slightest fuck up, I'm gonna be like, you know what? We need to get back in the fucking studio.
We need to redo this.
Yeah, so yeah, I always want dancers though. I always want people to be entertained because I don't like I could perform by myself. I could still hold the crowd by myself, but I want to give them more, something to look at, something to look forward to, something to not expect, but not predict, but like, what's she finna do next type shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
so,
I peeped as well that you have been rehearsing in some heels.
Oh,
tell us about that.
Sorry, I cursed.
No, you good. Hey, you already we Gucci.
She cursed it to a minimum. Okay, so my first time dancing with heels was probably like 2 weeks ago. It's crazy because it's completely different. First of all, you got to know how to walk in heels. That's something that I'm still trying to learn how to do. But it was fun. I know one thing, you got to be very strong to dance in heels because you got to hold yourself up. Like it's like walking on like stilts or something. It's fun though. I'm gonna learn how to do it. New videos coming out, so y'all gonna see
in the heels.
Oh, be looking out for it.
Okay. Now let's actually dabble in some projects. Like I say, you really self-made. Self-made. I love self-made.
Right.
I remember when you first released Complicated, I told you, I'm like, yo, this is my joint.
Thank you.
And I'm singing in the car to my girl. She looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's a joint you can vibe with.
Yeah,
right.
Thanks.
And I've noticed you've been releasing certain singles here and there. So are you working on a upcoming project?
Yes, I'm working on a project. Self-made won't be on that though. The project is called Half, and it stands for Hate to Love, and it mostly touches on differences between couples, and it tells a story about how someone falls in love and then falls out of love with that person, and then it basically leaves the rest to be to the audience, like, okay, what's finna happen next type stuff. So it's mostly R&B. I rap a little bit on it. Okay. I just want to see what my fans like. You know what I'm saying? I know R&B is it's popular still, but I want them to like love real R&B. Like I'm trying to take it back to like the 90s feel. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's one of the best ages of R&B
type stuff.
And I was about to say, you give those vibes off on Real Love.
Thank you.
Like I literally listen to that on repeat. Like I don't really play people's songs on repeat and go from my move. And when I heard it, I'm like, let me start it over. Like I was mid song. Like,
I heard you got a shower playlist. Did I make it?
Look,
I have not.
Did I
have not updated it, but nah, baby, you got to be on the shower playlist.
I was going to ask her the same thing.
That's a bad question. Is it on Apple Music yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so you got to put it on Apple Music.
It's coming out though.
When it's on Apple Music, let me know, because then it's gonna hit my shower playlist. Because it's on SoundCloud. You can't do a playlist on SoundCloud.
Yes, you can.
I mean, yeah, but with all the other songs that I got. Well, look, we're not gonna talk about my shower.
Because when you go to SoundCloud, they play a song that you probably don't want to
Yeah,
right, and then
So it's like-
they
and in the
recommendations
shower,
suck.
I'm gonna be blue.
Actually-
You be all outside the shower.
I want to ask you, as an artist, you know, a lot of artists are like floating away from SoundCloud. What's your take on SoundCloud? Will you, of course, your music is on there now. Will you continue to, upload your music? Do you still feel like it's a great platform for artists?
Yeah, it's a good platform for artists, but nowadays it's about streams, and people really trying to like make money from streams. So, I mean, yeah, because people still can make it off SoundCloud if you know what I'm saying, you put a project on SoundCloud, but it's about everybody don't listen to SoundCloud. So you have to put out music for what everybody listen to, Spotify, Tidal. Like you got people that listen to all different type of, stations or whatever. When I go to listen to music, I mostly go on YouTube or iTunes.
Okay.
Especially if I want to see the video, YouTube.
Right.
So it's about streams, and I feel like SoundCloud is decent.
It's a good place to start for an artist.
Yeah.
It is.
People have made it off SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I mean, SoundCloud offers monetization now.
Yeah.
I mean, we
on that.
They publishing stuff may not be all of that. They splits and all that might not be all that, but some better than none.
At least they starting it though.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because they kind of catching up because it's everybody else has already started that. So it's like. I'm down with it. I still fuck with SoundCloud. I still mess with SoundCloud.
Hey.
So while we still on topic of playlists, what's in Chanelle Tru daily playlist other than yourself?
Oh man, number 1, Chris Brown.
Okay, cause my husband. I feel you. Okay, look, you got
You know
your
what?
husband.
You right.
Right.
Roddy Ricch has been in my playlist.
Yes.
Trevor Jackson, Hazley. She's a pop artist.
Okay.
Who else?
A Chicago artist.
Yes, of course. Amaya, she just dropped something.
She just dropped the project, right?
Yep,
She
a
did.
five track EP. Who else? Sprado. I listen to Sprado a lot.
He's been going
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Who else? I listen to stuff if I see it. You feel me? If I see it, but majority of it, I just listen to. I put my stuff on a playlist on YouTube. I just let stuff play to see what's new and stuff like that. So yeah, I listen to everything though.
Now, since we're on the topic of playlists, do you feel like playlisting is the future? You know how Spotify got all the playlists and Apple Music got the playlisting. Do you feel like that's a way to go for artists?
Yeah, it's a good way because Spotify has a huge platform, and if you get selected for that playlist, no matter what number you are, you're gonna get heard by if somebody listening to that certain playlist. So I feel like that's a great outlet for artists.
Are you what is it, artist.spotify? Are you
Yeah, I'm on Spotify.
good, because you can see it, you know what I'm saying, see your analytics and stuff. Are you big on analytics?
Yeah, I watch my insights and all that. I try to make sure I know, when somebody's online and when to post and all that. Yeah, I do. I'm big on analytics. That's how you say it. Yeah. Analytics.
So let's actually talk about your latest release, your fresh release at that. Real Love. Break that down real quick, and then from there we're gonna let you give your shout outs and things of that nature.
I mean, who doesn't want real love? Today is not real. Like, love is fake. It's only Instagram. It's only social media. Basically, I'm saying I want real love, but in the ending, I want self-love too. You know what I'm saying? So real love is self-love, and it's real relationship love. So it's all the same thing, to be honest. So yeah.
Well, we ain't gonna get into it just yet. I mean, let people know where they can find you. Give out your shout outs, things of that nature, and again, shout out that Half project coming out. Okay.
So Chanelle Tru. This is Chanelle Tru, and you can find me on social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Chanelle Tru, and that's Chanelle_Tru, CHANELLE_TRU. And Have is on the way, March 8th.